Let us see in this video how to create statutory authorities. Statutory authorities are government bodies or agencies established by law to regulate, monitor, or enforce specific rules and regulations. These authorities ensure compliance with legal requirements such as tax filing, labor laws, safety standards, and other statutory obligations. Let us take one example. The tax authority has Section 194Q, and the tax authority name is TDS on purchase of goods. Log in with the creator's username and password to create statutory authorities. Click the Login button, then go to Global Setup and navigate to the Statutory Authorities screen. To add statutory authorities, click the Add button. In class type, options include TDS, Finance, TDS, Payroll, ESI, Finance, PF, Finance, Tax, and TCS. TDS, Finance, refers to tax deduction at source management handled by the Finance Department. It covers processes like calculating, deducting, and depositing tax on payments such as contractor bills, professional fees, and other financial transactions. TDS, Payroll, refers to tax deduction at source applied to employee salaries. It includes calculating and deducting tax on salary payments, submitting returns, and ensuring compliance with income tax regulations. ESI, Payroll, deals with employee state insurance contributions from salaries. It ensures deductions are made correctly for Social Security benefits and that returns are filed as per government norms. ESI, Finance, refers to the management of employee state insurance contributions from the organization's perspective. It includes tracking employer contributions, payments, and compliance reporting. PF, Finance, refers to the management of provident fund contributions related to contract workers or supplier employees. This involves tracking, calculating, and depositing PF contributions that the organization is responsible for when engaging suppliers or contractors, ensuring compliance with statutory PF regulations. Tax handles various statutory taxes applicable to the organization, such as GST, corporate tax, or other indirect taxes. It ensures proper calculation, payment, and reporting. TCS refers to tax collected at source, which is the tax collected by a seller on the sale of goods or services. This class type manages the calculation, collection, and reporting of TCS as per statutory requirements. Choose the class type. Enter the tax authority manually. Enter the tax authority name manually. The base currency will be updated automatically. In document class, choose TDS. Select the bank name and bank account. Address details will be updated automatically based on the bank account details. Choose the appropriate GL group. When the statutory authority is activated, the system will automatically create a GL account under this group. Rounding off. In rounding off, the following options are available: not required, seal to 0.5, seal to 1, and round off. Not required. Select this option when no rounding off is needed. The system will retain the exact calculated value without adjustment. Seal to 0.5 rounds the amount up to the next 0.5 value. For example, 123.2 becomes 123.5, and 123.6 becomes 124. Seal to 1 rounds the amount up to the next whole number. For example, 123.2 becomes 124, and 123.8 becomes 124. Round off rounds to the nearest whole number. For example, 123.4 becomes 123, and 123.5 becomes 124. Click the Save button. To activate the tax authority, click the Activate button. The tax authority is now activated. Navigate to the Statutory Authorities configuration screen. Click Statutory Authorities configuration, then click Search, TDS Rates and Section Code. To add a section code, click the Add button. Enter the TDS section code manually. Enter the TDS section description manually. Enter the primary section code manually. This links the configuration to the main TDS section for reporting and compliance purposes. Now, enter the TDS accounts for different categories. Select Individual, R, H, U, F, and Company, R, Firm. Select Without PAN. Choose the specified person. Click the Save button. In the Apply On field, select how the TDS should be calculated. The available options are GRN Accepted Quantity and Bill Unit Cost, GRN Accepted Quantity and GRN Unit Cost, GRN Received Quantity and GRN Unit Cost. For bill quantity and bill unit cost, the system checks the purchase bill quantity and unit cost, then deducts the TDS. For GRN Accepted Quantity and Bill Unit Cost, the system checks the GRN Accepted Quantity and GRN and the bill unit cost in purchase bills, then deducts TDS accordingly. For GRN Accepted Quantity and GRN Unit Cost, the system uses GRN Accepted Quantity and GRN Unit Cost to deduct TDS. For GRN Received Quantity and GRN Unit Cost, the system deducts TDS based on received quantity and GRN unit cost. TDS calculation on in the TDS calculation. On field, there are two options, Overall and Remaining. When the Include Tax checkbox is selected, the TDS amount is calculated on the value including tax, meaning the tax component is also considered in the computation accessible percentage. The TDS calculation can also be based on the accessible percentage. Depending on the percentage entered, the system will calculate TDS only on that portion of the transaction. Click the Save button. Next, Rates. Click the Add button to add the TDS rates. Enter the date from and date to. Click Save. To define TDS rates, click Add in the Lines section. Choose the appropriate section code for which the rates are to be configured. Enter the yearly threshold limit and per transaction threshold limit as applicable. Enter the TDS rates and click Save. The system compares both the yearly and per transaction threshold limits. Once either limit is reached, the system will start deducting TDS automatically. Enter the TDS rates for different categories: Individual, RHUF, Company, R Firm, Without PAN, and Specified rates. Based on the fourth digit of the PAN number, the system determines whether to deduct TDS for Individual, RHUF. For Company or Firm, TDS is deducted accordingly. If the PAN number is not available, the system applies the TDS rate without PAN to deduct the TDS. Once all details are entered, review and save the document. This completes the configuration to apply and update the TDS rates. To activate the TDS rates, click the Activate button. The document has been activated. Thank you for watching this video.